Okay, guys, let's take a look at condensing logs. You might see some things about expanding logs. This is kind of like the opposite of that. Um, and this is something that you learn early on with logarithms. And so we have 4 problems here. 2 of them work similarly and the other 2 work similarly. So we're going to look at like what's the key difference between the 2 types. And this uses some properties with logs. So if you're learning about properties, you're in the right place. All right. So take a look and ask yourself, what's a main difference that you see amongst these 4? Like, what's something in common if you could group 2 problems together with 2 other problems? So there's different things that you might have noticed, but one that I want you to pay attention to is that number 5 and number 8 both have subtraction, whereas number 7 and number 6 both have addition. And that's going to be a key difference when we look at condensing. So we can start with number 5. So when you see subtraction, that means that you're going to have a division or fraction problem. Okay, so this is saying the log base 9, and this is saying the log base 9. They have the same base. So let's write that first. And then I'm going to put a fraction to show that we're going to divide the first number by the second. Well, the first one has a 4 in front and then a u. And so this is a second property of logs, is that 4 in front is actually an exponent for the u. So this would be u to the 4th. And then the 16 is an exponent for the v. So that would be v to the 16th. Okay, so take a look at that. And I would encourage you to pause the video and see if you can then do number 8 in the same way. All right, so number 8 has the subtraction, so I know it's going to be this division or fraction kind of thing. We've got log base 4 and log base 4, so those are the same. And so when I have that, I can write log base 4 and then a fraction bar, right? So this one's going to be a to the 6th over b, whoops, b squared, b to the 2nd power. All right. And that's it. That's all you're doing at this point. You're just condensing it, rewriting it in a similar form that's equivalent. Okay. So when you have a plus sign, that means you're multiplying. Okay. So we still have log base 6, log base 6. We still have the same logs bases. So that means we can write that down. And then we have u to the 25th power and v to the 5th power. Remember, the number in front becomes the exponent for that thing. Okay. And these are being multiplied together, so they just kind of sit next to each other. There's no sign in between them, so that we know that we're multiplying here. Okay. So pause and see if you can do number 7. We have the same bases, log base 7, log base 7. We have a plus sign. That means we're going to multiply. So log base 7, and we've got x to the 4th and y to the 5th. No sign in between because we're multiplying those together. And that's it. All right. I hope that helps you with these properties. I'll see you next time.